All right, here's an example of stock options as opposed to restricted shares or restricted stock units. Stock options with forfeiture that occurs in the middle of the term. We didn't estimate the at the beginning. So let's read the problem. It says on January 1, 2027, Adams Moorjani Corporation granted 15 million incentive stock options to division managers, each permitting holders to purchase one share of the company's $1 par common shares within the next 6 years, but not before December 31, 2029, which is the vesting date. The exercise price is the market price of the shares on the date of grant, which is $50 per share. Exercise price is the amount that the employee will have to pay the company in order to buy the shares. The fair value of the options estimated by an appropriate option pricing model is $5 per option. Management's policy is to estimate forfeitures, so they're going to estimate the forfeitures, but none of them are anticipated. So they're estimating, but none are anticipated. And here we're going to ignore taxes. And the first question they have is, number one, what is the total compensation cost? Total compensation cost. That is the number of options, which is 15 million. We'll use that here. We'll make that. Let me take that over place over here. Maybe we're probably going to use these two, and we're going to put that in a number like this and get rid of it. 15 million times the fair value, estimated fair value at grant date, which was fair value $5 per option, and total compensation over the life of the service life is going to be 75 million. Let's check that out, see if that's right. Times 5, 75 million. And that's the total compensation cost. Number 2 says prepare the appropriate journal entry to record compensation expense on December 31st. Notice on January 1st we have no entry because nothing happened. They haven't earned anything. We have so this is going to be, I'll put 2. The journal entry is going to be 12/31/27. We're going to have a debit to compensation expense, and that's going to be for the 75 million divided by, so it's not before December 31st, so it's going to be 3 years divided by 3, 25 million. And then this is going to be paid in capital stock options equal the 25. And this is the, just to be clear, this is the date, account, debit, and credit. You don't have to write this stuff in there, but it's good to put some degree and make them separate columns. Too many of people are just kind of blurring the debits and credits, and that needs to be really clear. There's a column for debits and there's a column for credits. This is to adjust for 2027 stock option compensation expense. And then it says, number 3, this was number 2 down here. Number 3, unexpected turnover during 2028 2008 caused an estimate of the forfeiture of 10% of the stock options. So now prepare the appropriate journal entry on December 31, 28 and 29 in response to the new estimate. So we're going to take this, and I'll take it out here and do it out here. Then times portion net expected net of forfeitures. And that is equal to 1 minus 0.1 because we're expecting a 10%. So only 90% is going to be the total revised total compensation is going to be equal to the 75 million times 90%. Yeah, let's put that, get those numbers going on for us. Number 67.5 and divided by number of years, 3 equals annual revised compensation equals 67.5 divided by 3, 22.5 years to 12/31/28 when we're doing this journal entry, which is 2 years, all of 27 and all of 28. And that gives us total compensation earned by 12/31/28. And I'm going to multiply the 22.5 times 2, 45 million, less compensation recognized in 2027. That's going to be equal to the 25 million over here. And that gives us equals 2028 compensation equal to 45 million minus 20 million. So that's going to be, I'm going to take this, put that all down there, 12/31/28 compensation expense is going to be equal to the 28 compensation there, and this is going to be for 2028. Then for 29, 12/31/29, we're going to have the same accounts. I'll copy that down here. This is going to be 29 stock option compensation expense. And so our total compensation earned by 12/31/28 is 45 million. So we're going to take the revised total compensation, which is the 67.5 up here, revised total compensation, less compensation earned by 12/31/28. That's going to be the 45 million, the 25 in the first year and the 20 in the second year, equals 2029 compensation expense equal minus 22.5. So we're going to have 22.5 and 22.5. And there you have stock-based compensation awards and forfeitures In this case, they were using an estimated percentage, but they didn't estimate any percentage. And then along came a revised estimate of 10%.